How can you combine these words and these words? For my students, it's often a big mystery. I'm here to make things clear. In this lesson, we're going to learn how to combine the two words knock and out. Things are so crazy these days. What's going on? A lot of countries are at war with each other. Did you see the news about the attack last night? Yeah, I did. Some of the missiles hit different cities. They managed to knock out the power grid to the whole country. That's serious. Hospitals and communication networks are struggling right now. Quiz time! What does knock out mean? Repair something? Destroy or disable something? Move something? Communicate something? Please pause the video and answer the question. Knock out means destroy or disable something. This boxer is fighting his opponent and trying to knock him out. At the same time, we can be knocked out from too much work or exercise. We lose our energy. For example, all that work knocked me out. I have no energy. I want to sleep. Remember that knock is similar to hit. That's why we can knock on a door. We hit the door and make contact with our knuckles while making a fist. We can knock something over, like a glass of milk or a cup of coffee. Remember, the word over represents the shape of an arc. We can also knock something off of a table so it falls on the floor and possibly breaks. Key points. The verb knock is very similar to the verb hit. The word out emphasizes that there's no more electricity or power. It's used for electricity, equipment, or even people, like in competitions or fighting. Examples. These are verbs with similar meanings. Think of out as a loss of power, energy, or electricity. Knock out. To disable or destroy. The airstrikes knocked out the communication systems. The fighter was knocked out in the second round. The storm knocked out electricity across the region.
Essentially, the rules are similar to boxing in the sense that there's points, but the actual objective is to knock out your opponent. But in jiu-jitsu, one of the things that is popular is submissions, which is chokes or joint locks.
Wipe out. To remove or destroy completely. The flood wiped out several villages. The company was wiped out by the recession. The disease nearly wiped out the population.
It's all thanks to this rechargeable battery, a lithium-ion battery that powers the car's electric motor. If all road vehicles were electric, we'd be able to wipe out about 18% of all CO2 emissions, the most prominent greenhouse gas driving climate change.
And what it essentially said was, between the United States and the Soviet Union, let's say you attack me, and it's a surprise attack, and you try to wipe out all of my nuclear weapons. I have so many nuclear weapons, and they are so well protected and so well hidden that you will never get to destroy all of them. And even after your surprise attack on me, I will have thousands of them left, and with those thousands of nuclear weapons, I will destroy your entire country.
Go out. To suddenly lose energy. The city lights went out after the attack. The internet went out in the whole neighborhood. The lights suddenly went out.
My seduction into the world of fireflies began when I was back in graduate school. One evening, I was sitting out in my backyard in North Carolina, and suddenly, these silent sparks rose up all around me, and I began to wonder, how do these creatures make light? And what's with all this flashing? Are they talking to one another? And what happens after the lights go out? I've been lucky enough to answer some of these questions as I've explored this nocturnal world.
And if you want to make this really, really easy, head on over to a website called sleepytie.me, where you can input when you need to wake up, and it'll give you some times where you should aim to fall asleep. Now, keep in mind that the average adult takes about 14 minutes to fall asleep after the lights go out, so pick the window that works for you, add about 15 minutes to it, and that should be your established bedtime.
Cut out. To stop working or functioning. The engine cut out halfway through the flight. The video feed cut out during the press conference. The power cut out during the storm.
You wanted to get any sound out of the thing, you had to place this USB card in and then put an audio phone into that and not disturb it, because the USB thing was very finicky as well. The internet cut out every 15 minutes. It was an old MacBook, but it was a piece of junk.
It's really important.
That was so beautiful. My internet cut out for a little part of that. Sorry, y'all.
Burn out. To become unusable through overuse. The generator burned out after running all night. Many workers burn out from stress. The light bulb burned out and needs replacing.
So if you're an athlete, you know if you go really hard, then you slow down, right? You don't go hard all the time, you'll burn out, you'll injure yourself. The whole point is to give yourself rest and then you go hard again.
The way things are right now, a high poverty school is a burnout factory. Like you go into the school, you have the same class size as everybody else, although the kids have more needs. You have the same class load as everybody else, you have the same workload, and like the work burns you out.
And so the people who burn out, they would move to the suburb or leave the profession?
If I'm an effective educator in a building that's a high poverty building, I should get some autonomy.
As always, thank you so much for watching. And if you liked the video, considering becoming an English fan. Thank you, channel subscribers, channel members, and private students. And see you in the next lesson.